Yes, so here we have my Clio RS 220 trophy. The 220 meaning it's got the 220 horsepower, 1.6 litre engine and 280 newton meters of torque. Mine's fairly modified. It's got an exhaust, as you can hear. I've got a Maxton design body kit and a Clio Cup spoiler. Engine wise, just a cold air intake. And as I step into the car now, I'll just show you some sounds of the exhaust. The engine is fairly warm, so don't worry. So, like driving in traffic, it's a very quiet car. It's loud when you want it to be. I'm in normal mode now, and it's not too bad. In sport and race mode, I get hops and bangs. Okay, I'm in sport mode now, so if I just put my foot down slightly, it does pick up. And I can take control of the gears, and then it does pop. I'm now in race mode, so if the car really picks up. Traction control is off, the car's much louder and the throttle response a lot sharper. clutch, gearbox and the exhaust together is really, really fun. And it's such a light car and it handles so well. If I'm in automatic sport mode, so I'll put my foot down and it picks up really well. And then if I want to calm down a bit, back into normal mode, car goes, well, not the car, but the gearbox goes into like an eco mode where it will choose the highest gear possible as soon as possible. I get around 40 miles per gallon on the motorway. Into town it's like 20, 24. Back into sport mode. Just shoots off the corner. Really quick. Back onto the straight, I'll go in race mode. Traction control off, downshift. So if I'm in normal mode, doing 70, it's not too loud, it's fairly quiet, and if you're playing like the radio, it doesn't really bother me. When I got the exhaust done, it was very, very loud, but then I got used to it. Can't complain. The suspension is really stiff. This being the trophy model, it's a bit lower than the normal Clio RS, but you do get used to it. You do feel every speed bump and every pothole, but you do get used to it. The tunnel's coming up again, so I'm back in race mode. It grips really, really well. I'm using Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tyres. And they've been so good, even in winter while the weather's cold. So the car has RS monitor, which shows like the turbo pressure, horsepower, torque, G-force, throttle percentage, intake temperature, oil temperature, clutch temperature. It's quite handy. Even in normal mode, the car does pick up really, really well. It takes a second or two to build the boost, but then it just shoots off. I really couldn't complain. You can really live with this car, and it's only 220 horsepower. So I'm at traffic lights now, and I'm in normal mode, and I'll try and show you how the car just launches in its normal mode. So there we have it then. That was my unscripted way of showing you guys that, you know, the Clio RS is a really, really good car, despite having 220 horsepower. And if you're into dual clutch gearboxes, then it's a really, really good car, and I would recommend it. It is very light, it is very fun. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below of what you think of the car, and I'll see you in the next video.